Welcome back to the restaurant show. We have a treat for you because we're going to do some cooking with Granite City Food and Brewery. And joining me today is Matt Betchart. Glad to see you.
Nice to be here, as always.
All right. Well, we were getting ready to get started, and I asked Matt what we were doing today, and he used a whole bunch of fancy cooking words, most of which I weren't sure what they were, which means it's going to be a really good show. So
we'll try and do some explaining here.
Yeah, thanks.
Nothing too crazy, but we're going to be doing our chicken Lemone.
Okay.
Granite City we just switched over a new menu, so we added some nice new dishes. One of which is this chicken Lemone. It's a little bit lighter dish.
All right.
Great for the spring, summertime that's coming upon us here.
Okay.
So I'm going to just go ahead and get started here.
Sounds good. Yeah, just walk us through.
First and foremost, I've got 3 nice chicken breasts here. I'm just going to do a little seasening with some salt and pepper on them.
Okay.
And then
Is that sea salt?
It's some kosher salt with some cracked black pepper in it.
Cool.
And I am going to then actually dredge these breasts in some seasoned flour as well.
So here's where you explain. What is dredging?
Dredging, very simply, it's just going to be run this chicken breast through this seasoned flour. So we're going to lightly coat them. And then we are going to get our saute pan ready at the same time. We're going to add some olive oil to that.
All right. You know he's a real chef when he's two-handing, right? One,
yep.
He's
well, you know, you got to be efficient.
Oiling.
Efficiency is key in this business.
That's great.
So we're going to get these nicely dredged in our seasoned flour that's seasoned with some special seasonings, mainly salt, pepper, and a few other spices, including garlic and some onion and so forth.
Yes.
So once we have a nice hot pan, we're going to go ahead and add the chicken to that and get it going.
Perfect.
So yeah, it's going to be a delicious dish here.
All right, so we'll just wait a little bit for heating.
Yeah, we want to always start with a nice hot pan so we get a good sear on the chicken breast on the outside.
Good ingredients here too. So lots of nice fresh colors. This obviously comes with some asparagus, which
That's
you might
right.
get to
so
in a
we'll
minute.
have a nice side of asparagus. We've got some fresh diced tomatoes and of course the lemon. So we're going to go ahead and get this started.
I don't know about you guys at home, but asparagus, not cooked yet, but this looks good. Cooked asparagus is one of my favorite vegetables.
It is.
Such a treat. Okay.
And a great spring dish as well. Just some simply sauteed asparagus. So that's what we'll do there. We'll get rid of this here.
Perfect.
And while this is cooking, maybe we'll talk a little bit about what's coming up here in the next few weeks.
Can't wait. Yeah. Okay.
So we've got Mother's Day right around the corner.
Yes, we do.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, it comes
and
up quick every year. Boy, I tell you, quicker and quicker. I bet for you too, because you guys get a pretty full house.
We do, yep. We have a wonderful Mother's Day brunch coming up.
Yes.
I'll tell you a little bit about it. We've got some great things on the menu this year.
I'm going to take a sneak peek.
Yes, so we have a Caribbean salmon, which is going to be a grilled salmon with this nice Caribbean salsa with pineapple and some jalapenos and fresh cilantro on it. We have a crab stuffed pork loin. Of course, we have our carved prime rib station.
Oh my God! And this is the carved prime rib you guys do. Incredible.
Yeah, and so we also will be featuring a nice tortellini carbonara dish, which is fantastic. Of course, we've got eggs and bacon, sausage, biscuits, and gravy. We've got a made-to-order omelet station, build-your-own waffle station, rum chata, French toast, eggs Benedict.
What's rum? There's another word. What's rum chata?
Well, rum chata is a liqueur, actually. It's a dairy-based liqueur, but it has some nice cinnamon flavors to it, so that complements well with the French toast.
Kind of sweet little. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, and then it's a Denver Strata.
Yes, exactly.
I actually did know Strata, but I
right.
Still
So
like
the Strata is just like an egg bake. It's eggs mixed with some bread, and then of course what we normally consider a Denver omelet, which has peppers and onions and potatoes and such. So.
Okay, so Mother's Day brunch. I was quizzing Matt before we started because you probably have a mother out there, if you're not one yourself, is obviously May 14th. That's the date you want to remember. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So a nice big window for folks to come in and
yes, absolutely.
And have brunch.
And it will be fresh and delicious the whole time. We're constantly updating the line. So a couple things about our dish here, the chicken Lemone. I've added some fresh lemons to that, and we're going to actually cook those with the chicken.
Okay.
And while this chicken is finishing off, we're going to let this lemon kind of, the essential oils of the lemon, if you will, that are in the zest. When you cook them, of course, oil becomes more viscous, so those essential oils will actually seep out and kind of create a nice, real rich lemon flavor to our sauce.
Beautiful.
So we're cooking those just as we were cooking our chicken here.
And I love the good sound of a sizzling griddle.
That's right.
Perfect. Okay.
It is fun. So while this is finishing up here, we're going to actually just do a little bit more, and we're going to deglaze our pan.
Okay. So now I know glaze. What is deglazing?
Right. So deglazing, you've got all the flavors that have built up from the lemons and the seasoned flour and the chicken and so forth, and we're going to add a liquid to it, which is then going to lift all those flavors off of the pan. As you can see, they all come loose. We're going to reduce this chicken stock down until it's almost, as we call in the business, au sec, which is almost completely gone or evaporated.
Okay.
And then once that happens, we're going to add our white wine butter sauce.
Yes. So tell me about this sauce. That looks really good.
So this is also classically a beurre blanc sauce,
Okay.
which is going to be white wine reduced with butter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, white wine reduced with
Look at that.
with garlic.
Beautiful.
And then we will finish the sauce once that has been reduced with
Look at
butter
that
and a touch of cream.
That
And
looks so good.
that
And I'm always learning something from you.
creates this.
It's all these chef words, right?
Yeah, well, that's important. You know?
It is important because you know what you're doing, and you got to have all your processes just right. That's why it comes out so good.
Right. So.
And keep going. Yep.
Well, yeah. So while this is just finishing up here, we would normally have our asparagus sautéed in a little bit of garlic butter. I'm going to actually skip that step for y'all because I think we all know how simple that would be.
Yes.
And I'm going to get ready to plate here while we still have
I'll
some
bring
time.
the plate
Thank
over
you
if that
very
would
much.
be helpful.
Very much so.
Looks good.
So we're going to have our nicely sautéed asparagus that have been in garlic butter
Beautiful.
for just a minute.
It
And
smells really good. I wish you guys could smell this, but
we're going to add
awesome.
some of our mashed potatoes here
you guys
to
have
it.
amazing mashed potatoes.
Right,
Okay.
we have a new recipe actually that has
you
just
do?
gone over the top with them. There is some sour cream in them now,
Oh.
and some heavy cream,
Yes.
really rich with butter,
I love
and
sour
some
cream.
salt and
Yeah.
pepper. So quite simple.
Okay.
All right, so we've got that ready to
Beautiful.
go.
Oh my gosh,
And
look at this.
then we're going to just plate.
This is what I'm ordering
chicken
next. Okay, I love this. Looks
just
good.
like this.
Smells good. And
And,
the brunch, I want to say too, that everything
gonna
that you
squeeze these
listed
lemons. Oh,
earlier,
I'm sorry.
they're not order. You know, it's like you can get it all, right?
That's
on the
correct.
Brunch. You
Yep,
come
it's
in
all
and
you can eat
You do
buffet.
the whole thing.
So
$23.95.
off
So
with
I want to
that
make sure I
butter
mention that.
sauce.
But look at this dish.
And some fresh diced tomatoes.
I don't know if I'm more excited about the brunch or this chicken.
And some parsley.
But
there.
I'm excited about it all. It's all at Granite City. This looks delicious. Thank you, Matt. That was a wonderful cooking display. I enjoyed it very much. This smells amazing. Granite City Food and Brewery. You guys are in the Westtown Mall. Never disappointing. Always good stuff.
Thanks.
Thanks so much. We'll be back with more Restaurant Show coming up right after the break.